I need to start by saying that I have thought about whether to tell this story for a long time. Not because I am ashamed of it, not because I think I did anything wrong, but because telling it means making it real again in a way that I have spent a significant amount of energy trying to make it less real. Telling it means saying his name, or at least acknowledging that he existed and what he did. Telling it means going back to the months when I could not sleep in my own apartment, and when I checked the locks 4 times before bed, and when every notification on my phone made me flinch. But I have also thought about the other streamers, the other content creators, the other people who are right now in the early stages of something like what I went through, who are receiving messages that feel wrong but not quite wrong enough to act on, who are being watched in a way they can feel but cannot prove. I think about those people, and I think that if my story helps even one of them trust their instincts sooner than I trusted mine, then the discomfort of telling it is worth it. So here it is, everything in order. My name for the purposes of this video is Maya. That is not my real name. You probably know me by a different name, the one I stream under, and I am not going to use that name either because the people who need to find this story will find it, and the people I am still being careful around do not need additional access to my identity. Maya is fine. Call me Maya. I am 24 years old. I have been streaming for 3 years. And for 14 months of those 3 years, I lived inside a nightmare that I am only now, 8 months after it ended, beginning to be able to talk about clearly. This is what happened. I started streaming at 21, in my last year of college, on a whim that turned into a habit and then a community and then, eventually, a career. I was a faceless streamer from the beginning. This was a deliberate choice, and one I made before I had any real following, back when I was averaging 15 viewers a session, and the choice seemed almost academic. I had watched enough of what happened to female streamers who showed their faces to understand that the attention was not always the kind of attention you wanted, and I was young and careful, and I made the call early that my content would be the content, not my appearance. I used a cartoon avatar, an illustrated character that a friend designed for me, with a distinct visual identity that became recognizable as my brand grew. I used a voice changer for the first year, and then abandoned it when I felt confident enough that my streaming persona was strong enough to stand on its own without the voice mask. My real voice was part of the stream. My face was not. This worked well for me. My community grew around my personality, my gameplay commentary, my humor, my willingness to be honest about my wins and my losses both in game and in life. My viewers knew me